This hemorrhoid cream, Preparation H, this stuff, it can really help your dog. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Click there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, and then when you click the link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book. Hemorrhoids, they're not a big topic of discussion, but if you can create a cream, you could make yourself $1 zillion. We're not exactly talking about hemorrhoids today. What we are talking about is very common over-the-counter medications that can be really beneficial for our animals. In practice, I use preparation surprisingly a lot. It's one of those like veterinary home remedy things nobody really hears much about. But it's a secret kind, it's the Canadian version. Here is Preparation H with Biodyne. Biodyne is a yeast lifestyle derivative. In other words, it's a product that comes from yeast. Unfortunately, it hasn't been available for sale in the US since the 90s. Preparation H is specifically marketed for hemorrhoids. It's claimed to relieve itch, pain, swelling, and irritation. How can this stuff, you wonder, benefit your dogs? Dog use number one. You've got a serious pad wear injury. Say your dog's been running, he's worn his pads. Like, get yourself some Biodyne laced Preparation H. So the very first time I ever had experience in using Preparation H in our animals was for a dog that had a horrible footpad injury, where he was being dragged behind a vehicle on pavement for a substantial distance. He'd worn off all of this, like all that black covering, the external layer of his foot pads, they were all raw, red, exposed, and bleeding. So painful. Something like that is incredibly painful, so the main principle initially is like controlling his pain, secondarily decreasing the inflammation, and then trying to apply something topically to speed up wound healing. And what did I use? It was this stuff, this Preparation H with Biodyne. You know, think of the principle for treating a hemorrhoid. You want something that's anti-inflammatory, let's decrease the inflammation. Can you imagine having all your pads worn right off? We want something that's gonna shrink some of those blood vessels. We wanna stop all that oozing. Right? You've got just millions of small microcapillaries all exposed, oozing blood. We wanna shrink some of that, along with speeding up wound healing. Like, and this stuff did awesome. They were changing his bandages, soaking his feet twice a day. And after they soaked his feet, they're just squirting on a small layer of this, the Preparation H. You would not believe, within 14 days, that dog had almost virtually healed all of his entire pads. Number two, some anal inflammation. Say your dog does have an anal gland issue. Say your dog's been straining. Say there's some redness around the anus. I had many clients with anal gland issues, and using the topical Preparation H, it was really beneficial. It was just applying, a small layer over top of that anus, getting yourself some gloves, rubbing it onto the red affected area. You can do that twice a day, somewhere between 5 to 10 days. Most dogs responded quite quickly. Burns, they happen. One of the main principles with burn healing is maintaining a moist environment, so you're protecting that skin from drying out, as well as helping, decrease the level of pain and inflammation. Preparation H for wound healing. Beulah has this chronic infection wound. She got a small laceration inside of her left nostril, and there was repeated bouts of infection. Like, what am I trying next? Preparation H. I'm gonna put that into her nostril. I'm gonna do that twice a day for the next 7 days, and just see how she responds. And I think that's a really good period of time to assess whether it's being beneficial or not. Last use, which I'm kind of excited about, it's called vasculitis. The tip of Tula's ear here. Many dogs can get this condition called vasculitis. They'll actually lose the hair at the tips of their ear. So all of a sudden, that hair is gone. It's slightly red, inflamed, often at the ear tip. Surprisingly really common in our dogs. In practice, I try things like topical corticosteroids. Honestly, nothing seemed to work too well. If you've got a dog that's got this hair loss, they've got this vasculitis on their ear tip, I really think like Preparation H is worth trying. So there it is, this super common over-the-counter remedy that people are using. It can be really beneficial for your dogs. If your dog has any of the previous mentioned conditions, I encourage you to try it. Just once again, remember, we want you to get the Preparation H with this Biodyne, so it's getting it through one of the Canadian sites. Once again, thanks for watching. It's Dr. Jones.